Now, Action 10 Chief Meteorologist Sharon Ray with your Doppler 10 weather forecast.
Well, as Drew put it earlier, wash, rinse, and repeat. That's what we're seeing right now. And we have the temperatures very similar to what we had yesterday at this time. It's 97. That feels like is 111. And that's 14-mile-an-hour wind. The dew point is high, meaning the humidity is high. And we certainly know that if you've been outdoors. The temperature right now is holding in the lower 90s closer to the coastline at the Naval Air Station. 92 Rockport, 97 through Robstown, and 103 degrees at Alice right now. And those heat indices over 105 in all locations at this time. We're going to see those again, like I mentioned, tomorrow, very similar. Wind speeds picking up out there, up to 20 miles an hour right now. Those come down the next couple of days. It's not going to be as windy tomorrow and Thursday. Just that nice breeze blowing in the late afternoon. The wind starts to pick up again. And this weekend, it's going to be a bit gusty out there with winds gusting as high as 30 miles an hour, sustained 20 to 25 this weekend. So that wind will return. For tonight, though, it's not going to be very windy. In fact, the breezes die down to near 6 miles an hour, and temperatures reach the upper 70s to low 80s by the time we head into early morning tomorrow. So not too cool tonight. We stay very warm across the area with temperatures by 9 o'clock tomorrow at 85 degrees, and then by noontime, well, 1 o'clock, we're up to 96 degrees. Notice the wind, again, not quite as strong tomorrow, and the heat indices, they're up there. We'll hit 110, feels like, by 1 o'clock in Corpus Christi, up to 116 if you live inland. Well, these are the forecast highs tomorrow. Then again, above average. That's been the trend, and the medium range forecasts are still showing us in a decent chance of above average temperatures through the 21st of August. So get used to this as it continues tomorrow. 100 to 105 inland, and at the coast near 90. Right at the beaches tomorrow, Corpus Christi hitting into those upper 90s, about 97 degrees. Now, the upper level ridge is backing off a little bit, and it will through the end of the week. It's not going to be a huge difference for us, but as it does back off, it will allow a cold front, or if you want to call it that, to slide southward into the state of Texas the next couple of days. With that, we might get a stray shower, but the high pressure is quasi-stationary, meaning it's going to be in the vicinity, just kind of moving around a little bit all the way into next week, and that means we're in for more dry weather, with the exception of a stray shower, and very little temperature changes expected, maybe a couple of degrees difference this end of this week, and then going back up again for the weekend. You can see on future tracker, certainly no rain tomorrow. It's dry for your Wednesday, but as we head into Thursday, like I mentioned, we might pick up a shower or two if we're lucky, and that would be in the afternoon hours, but nothing much out there, as we are going to stay mainly dry. And I showed this yesterday, and today it's very similar. This is looking ahead a full week, and you can see as I put it into motion all the way into next week, we can barely squeak out a 5/100th of an inch of rain here if we're lucky. Farther to the north, they'll get a little relief, but certainly not much. The winner is Houston. May see up to an inch of rain in the next week. In the tropics, all is quiet right now. We can't seem to get anything going. In fact, now, this time of year in August, this is where most of the tropical activity occurs in the Caribbean and then pulling into either the Gulf or along the Atlantic seaboard. But there's nothing out there right now. One of the reasons for that is this. The Saharan dust is suppressing the thunderstorm activity, and as that continues to move in, it looks like it's going to keep it quieter as it keeps the storms from forming that we need to get those systems going. So no tropical activity in the next 5 days, and you can see no rain in this forecast in the next 7 days. Like I said, temperatures vary just a little bit, but they still stay above average with little to no rainfall.